Hello there, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by for your daily Reiki micro session. A micro session is only 5 minutes of Reiki. It's just enough to give you a taste to help you decide if this is something that you might be interested in having more of or not. A normal session with me is an hour long. So we're doing a Reiki micro session. After that, we're following it with 5 minutes of questions, and then we'll see where we go from there. So for those of you who don't know what Reiki is, Reiki actually is a Japanese word that means universal life force energy. So as you're having a Reiki session or having a Reiki micro session, then what you're doing is you're having the Reiki energy or universal life force energy channeled into your aura or into your body to help dissolve anything that might be holding you back from reaching the goals that you want to reach. Most people know Reiki as being helpful for healing, for reaching medical healing goals, but it's also very helpful for things like anxiety, for emotional healing, for mental healing. It's also good for healing of relationships. It's good for healing of finances. So there's a lot of different things that we can use Reiki for. What I'm setting the intention for today for everybody who watches this video is Reiki to help with financial improvement or financial ease, and then also to help with whatever is for your highest and best interest for each of you as individuals. So those are going to be the intentions set for you that I put out there. If you would like to adjust those intentions, feel free to do so as long as you keep the intentions for yourself. Okay? After we do the Reiki, we'll do 5 minutes of questions, and then we'll see where we go from there. So let me go ahead and get this Reiki started for y'all. All right, so we're starting Reiki at 38 after the hour. That means we will be finishing it up at 43 after the hour. Romy Bach, anxiety is perfect. Reiki can help you with that. Glad you're here to soak up some of this. Meko, hello, hello. Glad to see you back in the room again, my dear. Usama, hello. I don't think I've seen you here before. Welcome. How are you today? JJB, hello, hello. Welcome back. Glad you're here. Kimberly Martins, welcome back to you. Glad you're here as well. What's everybody using your Reiki for today? Thank you very much for the thumbs ups, those of you who have done that. Also, thank you to those of you who are sharing this video with others who may benefit from it as well. By the way, everybody can benefit from Reiki, just saying. 4 more minutes left of Reiki. Does anybody have questions about Reiki? This is a good time to ask those. Prosperity and abundance for you. Hello, hello. Hello, Rena. Those are great intentions. The Reiki can definitely help with those. You may want to go ahead and see about, even if you want to get a private session to really get an extra turbo boost on that. Usama, what is it? Reiki is an energy healing modality, Usama. So Reiki is basically universal life force energy that I'm channeling out to those of you that are watching this video. I also have private Reiki sessions where I channel to people who are interested in those. Inner peace for you. That's a good intention. Woot woot. Power of the P. Oh no, it's okay. Did you hear the explanation I just gave to Osama? And a good night's sleep. Reiki can help with sleep too. Roderick Robin, hello, hello, welcome. Glad you're here, my dear. Namaste, namaste. I'm fantastic. What are you using your Reiki for? I've got 3 more minutes left. Okay, excellent, excellent. Oh, thank you, Romy. I appreciate that. Absolutely, it can help getting over a breakup. Depending how much help you need getting over a breakup, you may want more than one of these videos. You can go back and replay any of the videos I've done before, or you can replay this one and get more juice out of it. Or you can go a private session from me I like the private sessions because they're longer. You actually get more help out of them because it's just more. And especially for a breakup. Breakup can be really ridiculously hard on somebody emotionally. So if you want to get a private session, you check out my website. It's listed in the description box below, and I would be happy to do one for you. People have recommended for me to do ASMR videos. I don't know. That's just not what I'm drawn to. I mean, if I'm going to do Reiki, I want to do the real thing, not just a simulation. You're quite welcome, Osama. I was leading a friend in a meditation, a guided meditation, personally, not on video, a few days ago, because I've been thinking about doing meditation videos. And you know what she told me? She told me that all she could think about while she was hearing me do the guided meditation was these stories that she'd heard online where people were telling like these really kinky sexual stories. And I was like, oh my gosh, how is anybody going to meditate like that? So now I'm kind of afraid to lead any meditations. Michael, we're not at that point yet, honey. We're still doing Reiki. We want to respect the Reiki energy. We're not going to switch over to the questions until after we get done with the Reiki. Once we switch over, then you can re-input your question, but I don't take questions before the Reiki's complete. Roderick, same thing. Same thing. Sorry, honey bunnies. You're going to have to re-enter that question after the Reiki's complete. Right now, I'm still sending out Reiki. The Reiki energy is powerful energy, and it's able to help people in very important ways. So we have to respect it. It's very discourteous to act like that's not the most important thing that we're doing in this moment, because it is. All right, let's go ahead and wrap up the Reiki. Now I'm going to set my timer to do the 5 minutes of questions. Now is a good time to put in the questions that you want to ask, and I will accept them at this point. Those of you who have been around a while, you know I'm a stickler for that. So this is not anything new for me to start saying that. Let's see. Renasado. Scorpio season. It is Scorpio season. Message from Spirit for today, please and thanks. Message from Spirit from Miss Angela for today. What would you like to talk to her about? Okay, so Miss Angela, we have the wheel showing up in reverse. This tells me that things are not going to be going very smooth for you today. Getting things accomplished may take a little extra effort. There might be things that come up, obstacles that come up that you may have to work around. This is not that, things are terrible. This is not like devastation or anything like that. It just means you have to use a little bit of extra effort to accomplish the things that you want to accomplish today. Okay? Spirit is calling upon you to be a leader, to make decisive decisions, and to take action on those decisions, to take control, to take charge, basically, to be the leader in your life, not to let somebody else lead your life, but for you to lead your life. And Spirit is also saying it's really important to cut away from those people who are not, who are having a negative influence on your life. It's okay to let those people go, let them drift their own way. And Spirit is actually guiding you to make that decision, to make that choice, not to leave it up to them, but to leave it up to you, whether you're going to have those people that have a negative influence on your life still in your life or not. Spirit's encouraging you to make that decision to let them drift away. Don't Don't let them make the decision, because, people who take advantage of you will never drift away as long as you let them take advantage of you. We have to be the ones that makes the decision to cut them loose. All right, so that was from Miss Angela. Osama. Do we have the same gestures? I don't know exactly what you're talking about, Osama. I need you to clarify that question for me so I can answer it. Kimberly wants to know if she will get pregnant soon. I'm not sure what soon is for you, so I'm going to go with by the end of this month. Will Kimberly get pregnant? Will Kimberly conceive a baby by the end of this month? Hello there, in a sense. Good morning. Okay, so first of all, I can see that you're really worried about it. And I can see that you're really happy about trying. And I can see that you're very much at peace with the idea of getting pregnant. But I have to say that these cards pretty much say no. Okay, not by the end of this month. Okay, Meko, what message do Meko Spirit Guides have for Meko this week? I'm not going to ask your Spirit Guides. I'm going to ask Sacred Spirit, okay? That's who I normally work with. You can talk to your own Spirit Guides. I'm going to work with Sacred Spirit. What message does Sacred Spirit have for Meko for the remainder of this week? What should Meko know? Okay, Meko, you're trying to work on a decision. You're trying to make a decision that is not in front of you yet. It's not time yet to make this decision. You're thinking and thinking, and you're spending a lot of energy trying to make this decision. I feel like you're kind of confused about which way to go, but nobody's asking you to make this decision yet. It's not time. It's not time. Ace of Arrows, there's not even communication. Nobody has asked you to make this decision. This just kind of goes along with that. And then Seven of Arrows in reverse. Putting yourself in this position where you're trying to make this decision before it's even time is making you feel really insecure and stressed out. So, but feel more secure and more focused again. You want to focus on what's in front of you right now. That's what you want to focus on, not on something that hasn't happened yet. Okay, Meko, that is your message for the rest of this week. Roderick. Okay, let's see, Roderick. Okay. I called Roderick's name, so I'm going to answer Roderick's question. If anybody else has a question that you want me to answer, I will stick around if you go into Super Chat, if you leave a Super Chat for me. Otherwise, this is going to be the last question. Also, if you don't want me to answer your question in this public format, but you would like me to answer a question, there is 1 question or 2 question readings that you can purchase on my website. I would recommend those if you want to get a more private answer. And then if you want a live reading, you can see how to do that on my website as well. So Roderick wants to know, when will I get my love? Roderick. Love is so abundant. It's all around us. And this is such an open question. You could have a nephew come up and give you a hug, and that would be when you would get your love. If you want to... What can you tell Roderick about love? What does Roderick need to know about love? That's what we're going to ask. Because this is, the answer is going to be very misleading from what Roderick actually wants here, I'm sure. What does Roderick need to know about love? Roderick, I'm sorry, but I'm hijacking your question and I'm changing it to something that I think is going to be a lot more helpful than the way you've worded that question. What does Roderick need to know about love right now? Roderick, you have a very interesting heads up, or kind of a warning that this is a challenge that you have with love. Okay, first of all, you're drawn into people who are not very loyal to you right now, and that's a worthiness issue. That's a self-esteem issue. Okay, and I think with this card coming up, I really very much feel like this is a pattern for you, that you draw in people who end up cheating on you because you don't feel like you're worthy of a good love, and they take their cue from you. Take their cue from your self-esteem about how they treat you. So I feel like this is a cycle. I feel like there's been more than one time you've drawn in somebody who turned out to be a cheater. They're not loyal at all. What's going on here? Here's what Spirit is saying. If that happens again, here's okay. So there's multiple messages here, Roderick. All right. So Roderick, first of all, normally you give way too much of yourself. You give way more than the other person gives, and you give and you give and you give, which allows somebody to use you. You open the door, and so somebody can come in and wipe their feet all over that mat, which is you. Okay? That's what normally happens. All right? And you're giving and giving and giving, once again, because your self-esteem is low. And because your self-esteem is low, now you're trying to basically buy their love through your actions or through your money or through what you can give them literally. Okay, that's what you normally do. Sacred Spirit is saying, stop that. Stop that. First of all, get more familiar with your own worthiness, with how worthy Sacred Spirit actually sees you as being. And secondly, quit trying to buy people's love. Be yourself. If they are attracted to you, even when you're not buying their cigarettes or buying their beer or buying anything else that they might happen to want, their musical instruments or whatever, their coat or whatever, when you're not just giving them whatever they want in the bedroom, when you're not just openly and freely giving them whatever it is that they want to make them happy, you're just being yourself and you're doing what makes you happy, then let's see if that person sticks around. Obviously, they're going to stick around as long as you let them use you. But let's see if the person is going to stick around when you're just being yourself, because that's what's going to be the indicator whether they love you as opposed to what you can give them. Okay? And then the next thing that you need to know about love. This is my walkaway card. Now, this actually means two things. If you find yourself in a situation where you're giving too much and the other person isn't giving anything in return or is giving very little in return, walk away. That's your instructions. Walk away if you want good love, because that's not good love. You got to walk away from that. You're worth more than that. All right. Here's the other thing that this card is saying. This card is saying that if you have a user, somebody in your life who is just here to use you, and they don't love you, they just love what you can give them. If you're not giving them everything it takes to make them happy all the time, and they don't care about you, they're going to walk away. They're going to self-eliminate. The people who are not really in it because they care about you are going to walk away if you don't just give, 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 give. So it's a really great way to see who's really into you or who's just into what you can give. Okay? So don't give way more than somebody deserves. All right? That's what you need to know about love. I hope you found that helpful. I know I had to totally hijack your question there, but I hope you found that helpful. Let's see. It is Scorpio season. I don't know what kind of strange stories you're looking for about Scorpio season. What are you looking for there, Rena? Angela Lukes. Oh, I scrolled way up, and now I don't have. Okay, JJB. Oh, well, too late to tell JJB you're welcome. But she's welcome. You're quite welcome, Angela. Glad you're here, Innocence. Osama wanted to know what you guys are, That's something that we can, you can do a one-question reading, or if you want to put in a super chat, I'll be happy to answer that question for you here, or you can do a one-question reading on my website, either way. Roderick, you'll have to go back and re-listen. Romy, is some of that stress going away? You know how questions work, honey bunny. Love sucks, stay away from it. Osama, I can't say I totally disagree with you. Okay, Innocence. Serious, or is it just me? An illusion, gullible. Gotcha. In a sense, that's a great question. That's one I would be happy to answer for you either here or in a one question reading. You're quite welcome, Roderick. Oh, in a sense, isn't that interesting? Have you ever looked up the esoteric meaning of which bird spirit is using? Each bird has a different message. Like the bluebird has a particular message, the cardinal has a particular message, the wren has a particular message. You should look up the esoteric meaning of each bird. Then you'll understand what your messaging is. Aw, thank you, Roderick. Good, good, good. Okay, guys, thank you everybody for being here. I do appreciate the thumbs ups and the shares and the comments and the questions. Everybody I just appreciate you so much. Thank you to those of you who are ordering private readings and those of you who do super chats. I appreciate all of you. It is because of all of you guys' support that I'm able to do what I love to do for my living. Everybody have a fantastic day. And if I don't see you here for a private between now and then I'll see y'all back on the next video. Peace out.